Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to BYB Tactical. The last video I did was on the FLUX RAIDER, which is the one I have right here. And in that video I had mentioned how I wanted to do a side-by-side comparison with this and the CAA MCK, which in this case I have for the Taurus. In order for me to really get a good view or review on both of them in terms of versus each other, I'm going to break this video into a two-part series. One kind of just being what I feel at a glance, and another one I'm gonna take it to the range and shoot it and get some range footage and show you how it looks, I guess, when you shoot it. But before we get started, it is pretty much the beginning of the month and I got a new shirt from GRUNT, so check that out. Let's go ahead and open it up and let's see what they have. But before I do that, definitely check out their Halloween selection. This is one of their Halloween shirts that they got. It's pretty cool. It has pretty much a skeleton hand grabbing a pin of a grenade, as you can see, and I have a big jack-o'-lantern on the back. Pretty much they have an inverted version of this too, which is whatever you see black is actually orange, and whatever you see orange is black. So that's pretty cool. But let's go ahead and open up this shirt and see what GRUNT sends for this month. So alright, so here's a shirt. As you know, they sent a shirt out with usually a sticker. Open this bad boy up. This is a 2022 October GRUNT style shirt. Let's see. This will defend GRUNT style. You pretty much can see the back before I do. Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's real sick. Look at that. American OG. Can you see that? Look how sick that is. Yeah, gotta get one of these shirts. So let's go ahead and put this bad boy on. Let me take my shirt off and the shirt's on. So yeah, this is a pretty cool shirt. It feels really comfortable. The material is really good. And I said earlier how I was looking for a sticker. Here it is. There's a sticker. Let's see if I can zoom in. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna put that, on the Yeti, or I could put it in the locker, whatever. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into this review of the CAA MCK and the FLUX RAIDER. Now, the one thing I want to go over first is definitely size. So I had mentioned before how this one pretty much is a smaller package. You see how the stock is definitely, when it's collapsed, or yeah, pretty much collapsed in, it's a really small package. And let's go ahead and compare that to the CAA MCK. So a lot smaller package, as you can see. Even when I fold the stock up, let me see how that looks. So let's fold the stock up. Hold on, buddy. And go. So even with the stock folded, it still is smaller, significantly as well. I guess not that big of a deal, but I guess when you turn it to the side, you can see how the CAA MCK is definitely a lot fatter. So overall, definitely the FLUX RAIDER is a better size as far as for your backpack and whatnot. The second thing I want to go over is the charging handle. So the charging handle, obviously what comes with the CAA MCK is standard for all CAA's MCKs, which is a pretty much ambidextrous charging handle right here. So you could do it from both sides if you're lefty, and you can do it from the right side if you're righty. Did I say that right? Left side? Yeah. So there's that. And then on the FLUX RAIDER, standard, it does not come with this. I had to buy this extra. I put that in my other video. So hey, what's up guys? If you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe, hit the thumbs up. I'm still trying to build this channel up, trying to get us big enough. At 500 subscribers, I will be doing a raffle. I still don't know what it is, but it's gonna be something big. And watch the rest of the video and hope you enjoy it. When I first got this FLUX RAIDER, it did not have a charging handle. You had to pretty much do it, from the slide like this. So definitely didn't like that. So bare bones, definitely the CAA MCK has a better charging handle. But the FLUX RAIDER, again, with this aftermarket modification, kind of makes it the same thing as the CAA MCK, but again, it is more money, and we are just talking about bare bones out of the box package. Everything on here is bare bones out of the box package. Everything here is pretty much modified, so I will be saying that throughout the video, so you don't get confused on what comes with the package and what doesn't. Let's talk about ergonomics. So ergonomics, technically speaking, the CAA MCK definitely wins on that one. It just feels better in your hand. They have the groovings for your fingers, so that does feel better, and especially when you're shooting, it just feels more in place. And I will, like I said, I will have some range footage in the next video, so you could definitely look at that. So I feel like this just feels a lot better in your arms as opposed to the FLUX RAIDER. FLUX RAIDER feels good as well, right? If you have a light attachment and stuff like that, you know, you could shoulder it and it's pretty much there at eye level. The only problem, like I had mentioned in the video of the FLUX RAIDER, which by the way, if you want to get more in detail with this, check out my video that I put up I think a month ago. Check that one out. I'll put the link right here. But once you get rid of the magazine up here, right, I had said before I have fat fingers. I can only fit 2 fingers there, so it does not feel, it doesn't feel good. You know, I don't know how else to say it. It's doable, it's manageable, but it just, you know, maybe with the thumb stop, I did put the thumb stop on there, as you can see, which is actually from CAA, like I had mentioned in the video before. When you put the thumb stop, you could definitely keep it down better. It's more manageable once you get rid of that first magazine up here. But definitely that is an aftermarket modification. Like I said, does not come standard. Now the breakdown and install on both of these firearms, I'm gonna be very transparent about it. They say it's very easy to put this one in, and it is. It's very time consuming, because once you put it in, if you don't get into the right groovings, then you have the issue of possibly having a misfire, or, you know, thank God I haven't really messed it up, but I've had a few times where I just don't put it in the correct grooves and it just has a misfire, or yeah. So they mentioned how it's very easy to take out and put in and all that nice stuff, but to be very honest, it is not. Unless you do this like 100 times and you practice on it, maybe you'll get better at it. But truth be told, this is more so of a package that you put the firearm in here and you keep it in there in case you need it. You don't want to break it down and put it in every day. So yeah, and then like I said, I had mentioned before about size. You gotta think about it. You're carrying this on your backpack. You do not want to just carry, I guess you'd call it the chassis or whatever. You don't want to just carry the piece separate and then on the go you want to put your firearm in there in case shit hits the fan and you want to take it out of your backpack. No, you want to have this ready. You want to have this in your backpack ready to go. And so there's on the CAA MCK, there's my input on that. All around, I still think this is a really good package for the price. I believe I had mentioned before you get it for $250 or $300. So for what you're getting, I strongly believe it is a good package. I don't know if it's the better option. That is up to you. And for me, it's not the better option, because for what I use for, this is too bulky for me. Truth be told, this is way too bulky. I don't even have a backpack set up for this, because the backpack I have is very small. It's a sling bag, and I can fit my FLUX RAIDER. So let's go over the FLUX RAIDER, talking about that. And again, this is a folding stock. I failed to mention that. That's what kind of makes it fat and bulky, is the folding stock. It would have been better maybe if they could figure out a solution to go with a collapsible stock. It probably would have been more money, more expensive for the consumer, but definitely, in my opinion, the folding stock just isn't for me. I have another folding stock, AR9. I have the, MPX, 6-hour MPX, and the folding stock is bulky. I wouldn't carry it in my backpack. It's just not for me. Maybe if I had the MCX and a short barrel rifle, that would make more sense, because it's 5.56. This is 9mm platform. But there's my input on that. Now let's go over the FLUX RAIDER and how I mentioned the collapsible stock. So here's the collapsible stock, right? It's a very small package, like I said before, very thin package. Here, let me try to get that focused in. There you go. It's a very thin package and very low profile. For me, again, you watching this video, you take your own input and you distinguish what works for you better. But in my opinion, this works for me. Very thin profile, very low profile, P320 platform, 9mm, and again, the collapsible stock is just everything. You don't have to worry about folding this or, you know, having it out completely. It's a collapsible stock, so you can just put that in your bag. You know, shit hits the fan, you're ready to go. And so yeah, this one just works for me better. However, I will say the price on this is pretty steep. And what I had to pay on the extra add-ons or the extra aftermarket modifications is expensive as well. All in all, I think this package sits at a little bit over $1,800 or $1,900 all in all, with all the aftermarket modifications. And it sounds pricey, but for something like this that I have every day, I have it in my vehicle, I have it in my bag, this is worth it. And again, it is the P320 platform, which a lot of people are saying it's taking over. It's a really good platform to have. I've never been a Glock guy. They don't feel good in my hands. I'm more of a P320 guy or a Smith & Wesson MP series. So it works for me. But yeah, so stay tuned for the second video that I'm gonna have. On the second video, I'm gonna have some range footage. I'm gonna try to get more in depth in terms of shooting with the firearms and how it feels. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you today. So until next time.